It is Monday, September the 8th, and it definitely was a Monday as we pretty much had a pretty tepid session with the NASDAQ closing up 0.4%, the Dow Jones rising about 114 points, and the S&P up about 0.2%. Market breadth was pretty weak today outside of a few sectors that were doing okay, especially tech and the XLK. The Magnificent Seven, pretty green today with Amazon leading up nearly 2% on the day. Nvidia also closing up 1.7%, and Microsoft and Meta also up 1%. Apple was down about 0.2% ahead of its big event for tomorrow. One of the brighter spots in the market today was definitely gold. Specifically looking here at the ETF GLD, gold futures, continue to rise on new expectations of interest rate cuts and pretty much a safe haven demand. The momentum has definitely not faded here, and it will be put to the test with later this week's inflation data. And at this time, gold is definitely bullish and breaking out into new all-time highs. However, at this point, I would not be chasing as it does seem a little extended. There are no major economic data events for tomorrow, but there is the Apple event. Investors and customers are going to be looking out for new products such as the iPhone 17. Tim Cook seems to say that this event is going to be all dropping. Anything less than spectacular would probably be a negative sign for the stock overall. Looking at the Apple daily chart, we can see that it is holding support over 236. If we start to lose 236, there is a gap fill towards 230. However, on the upside, over 241.50 could send the stock higher towards 247. When it comes to our market readings, we can see that the longer time frames are still collectively bullish, but shorter time frames such as the hourlies and the 30 minutes indicate near-term hesitation or some sort of consolidation. Could be due to sector rotation or simply just waiting for the next catalyst, which is inflation data and the FOMC. The Dow and the IWM appear resilient, suggesting a selective approach. But as you can see on the readings, there are a plethora of different types of squeezes, especially on those smaller time frames. You definitely want to pay attention to those. Depending on which way those squeezes start to fire, could set the stage for the next move. That's going to be it for today. Trade smart and be good.